Well, now to the latest chapter in the sorry story of the businessman dubbed the secret conman. David Schirmer sold himself as an investment guru with links to the internationally popular self-help book, The Secret. But we've exposed him before over his bad business dealings and mounting debts. Well, it appears David Schirmer is back to his old tricks, and once again, we've caught him doing it.
Did you take some people's money, say you'd use it on the stock market, and then guarantee you'd give them 50% of the profits?
I think we'll just finish the interview here.
We would certainly like him to follow through on his promises. He made these promises and he's just hoping they'll go away.
I think we'll just finish the interview here.
Well, why would you want to finish the interview?
David's obviously running from Australia. I mean, in New Zealand, no one really knows his name at all. So he now has the opportunity to try and con other people.
Don't you think it's fair that you are here in New Zealand and you're saying you'll teach us about investment?
David Schirmer can't handle the truth. He owes hundreds of thousands of dollars in Australia and he's just been busted again. It's been a hell of a year for this so-called investment guru who describes himself as one of the most amazing achievers of the 21st century. Where's the money?
That money, and come back to the original question.
Where is the money? Please answer the question.
The money, and as someone asked me recently the same question.
Where is the money, David? Please answer the question. Where is the money?
Where is the money? You tell me.
Money burns a hole in my pocket.
Can you believe that you're standing here on your tennis court, the swimming pool, the multi-million-dollar mansion?
We have to pinch ourselves sometimes.
When we met 6 months ago, Schirmer was telling the world about his unbelievable rags to riches story. How he'd gone from being a broke farmer to a multi-millionaire simply using the power of positive thinking.
So I thought, what if I just visualise cheques coming in the mail? So I just visualised a bunch of cheques coming in the mail. Within just 1 month, things started to change. And it is amazing. Today, I just get cheques in the mail.
Schirmer had his own secret. He owed so much money to so many people. Staff, investors and students.
Where's the money?
You took it.
No, you. We're saying you.
You took it. That's where the money is.
So
These people gave you money, you took it, and now it's gone. Trying to squirm his way out of trouble, Schirmer made a series of commitments. The first was to pay the money he owes to his stock market class from 2005.
Okay, so to put a date on it. So,
give me a date.
Well, I'm away for about the next 4 weeks.
Just give me a date.
So
I don't want your travel plans, just give me a date.
Okay, well, 3 months from now, I'll have it all done.
No, the promise has definitely not been kept, and it has been broken.
George Amaro and the 2005 students haven't heard a thing. The next broken promise was to pay the class of 2006.
We'll make it 3 months after July.
So August 1, September, October 1.
Yeah.
I've had no correspondence on the matter of the fund from David, and certainly been no payment coming through at all.
Bernie Park and the 2006 students were dudded once again. As for Schirmer, well, he's still living in the mansion, still driving the $250,000 BMW, still taking money from mum and dad investors. David Schirmer is on his way to New Zealand and he's offered himself up for interviews with the New Zealand media when he gets there. One of the journalists who is going to be interviewing him is Robin James. She works for TVNZ in New Zealand, but what David doesn't know is she's also working for us.
Hey, look, I have just managed to confirm an interview with David Schirmer from The Secret.
The main thing from our point of view is that he made a commitment on national television here in Australia to pay these people back. He hasn't kept that promise, so if you can try and turn up the heat on him a bit, we'd love it. This is David Schirmer's big chance to make a first impression on the people of New Zealand. He wants them to come to his seminars to learn from the master how to get rich quick.
Do you owe people in Australia money?
That was the whole thing that was blown up out of a person that had a serious vendetta, and the answer is no. And if I did, there's avenues that people can go to.
I mean, I understand the Securities Commission is investigating you. Can you confirm that in Australia?
I can't confirm anything. So, as I said, we'll leave that.
Well, are they Are they investigating you? Do you know if the Securities Commission in Australia is investigating you?
There was a number of allegations and false allegations.
But from what I understand, you took some money from the fees people gave you, and you said that you'd invest that in the stock market and then you'd split the profits. Was that the understanding? Is that what happened?
I'll send you a press release on that.
Yeah,
there
please
was
do.
a press release on that.
Okay. So what did that press release say?
We'll send you a press release on that, yeah.
If you could explain it though now, then I can make some queries about it.
We'll leave that.
Or is that the case? Did you take some people's money, say you'd use it on the stock market, and then guarantee you'd give them 50% of the profits?
I think we'll just finish the interview here.
Well, why would you want to finish the interview? Don't you think it's fair that you are here in New Zealand and you're saying you'll teach us about investment? No, David, come on. Surely there's some things you can actually clear up with us. But will you pay these people's money back?
He's just got greedy. He's made a big mistake.
David, can you explain any of this?
Schirmer hid in the bathroom and left his new spin doctor to face the music.
You better maybe liberate him from the toilets and let him go then.
He stayed there for 10 long minutes. When he finally emerged, he did what David Schirmer does best. He made another commitment.
So are you agreeable with that, David? A potential for a live interview?
Robin, I'd love to do a live interview because I think that's the best way to get the truth across.
Okay. I'll get this information to you, Robin. Okay. Thanks, darling. Thanks, fellas.
We'll be in touch.
Like all of his victims in Australia, Robin is still waiting.
That's it.
Ben Fordham reporting with help from Robin Janes from TVNZ. And David Schirmer told Robin the profits from his New Zealand seminars were going to an Australian charity called Scope, an organisation that helps people with disabilities. Well, Mr Schirmer, we've spoken to Scope today and no surprise they haven't heard from you about any donations. Be warned.